So hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and as usual here's another video. And today's video, this is the part 5 of my story on how I got my green card. You guys have been requesting for the last part, for the last 2 days I never did a video, but that's why I decided to create it now and explain what I found on my passport. Guys, if you have been following everything that is from the first on the application stage, with filling the DS260, the medical, the interview, all the stories available for the other links, and part 1 is available here. Check it out. And if you have been following, you know that I missed my middle name on the application stage. I went through, I proceeded, and there was a lot of tension in between. I passed my interview, and now my biggest worry was what will appear on my my visa, whether they will print the 3 names or the 2 names, because I had missed my middle name, but on the DS260 I filled the 3 names. So my worries were there. After the interview I just arrived home, I went home, worked home very well. So the following day, after like 4 days, I received an email from from the embassy. They contacted me. They told me that they have already shipped my passport through to the DHL. That is, they have issued my passport with a visa to the DHL. So I should wait to be contacted by the DHL company once they have the visa at my destination. So I was somehow, anxious and all that, because I don't know what they printed. My biggest worry again is my name. On the application stage, my name was just surname and first name. The middle name was omitted. I don't know how it happened. But on the interview, I submitted all my documents with my 3 names. So I don't know, on the passport, it's the 3 name. I don't know whether the visa they will print from the application stage or what I submitted on the DS260. So I was just there worried, and so after like 4 days, I received an email from embassy. It's gone. So after like 2 days from the email from embassy, I received, now it was around 8 a.m. in the morning, I received an email from now the DHL company from telling me that the passport they have my documents shipped through them. The documents are available at their offices, so I can just go and correct. It was early in the morning. I think it was 8 a.m. So I stopped whatever I was doing. I just want to confirm, I want to see even that visa and everything. And I just walked to the DHL offices. So on the other issue, for those guys who are asking about issues with the passport, you applied with a passport that now is already expired or it will expire soon, and you are requesting whether you should apply a new one. Yeah, please go ahead. Use the DS260, apply with the old passport. Then once you are done with the DS260, make arrangements, apply for the new passport. On the interview stage, appear with the 2 passports. Personally, I was in the same situation. I used this passport on the application stage, on the DS260, and everything was okay. But at the interview stage, they were requesting, for Kenya, they were requesting a new type of passport. And I used this one for all the application, DS260 application and all that, everything. I used this one. But now when I went, I was in a foreign country. When I went home back, I attended even the medical using this one, but at the interview point I had the new one. So that's the difference. For me, I had this one on the application stage, but at the interview they were requesting for this one. So I went ahead. This is the analog one passport from Kenya, and they have a new version. So this is the new version, and you must have this if you are in Kenya. This is the passport. They only stamp the visa. This one, they don't do that anymore. So if you are there and you have still the old passport, or you are planning to renew your passport, please, there is no problem with that. You can fill the DS260 with the old passport, even if it is going to expire before the interview. And again, once before you attend the interview, renew it, and on the interview time, or at the interview or at the embassy, carry both of them. If they ask for the old one, they will. If they don't, you just submit the new one. So I hope that one is clear, guys. So now at the DHL offices, they just emailed me that they have the my passport or my document. So I knew it was the passport, so I just walked there. It was not far. You know, all my mind was blown. I was thinking like, how many names did they include on the visa? What is there? What is inside there? Then I went. The first thing, I was given my parcel and everything. You know, it was a big parcel, huge one. You know, they always include your passport with your visa and another envelope that you are not supposed to open. A sealed envelope. You should not open it. Please, that envelope you receive from the embassy, you should not open it. You are supposed only to carry it to the US. When you arrive in the United States, the immigration at the airport, actually at the airport, at the entry in the United States, you are supposed to submit that envelope. You should not open it. It's already sealed at the entrance in the United States. That's where you should submit it. Actually, they will request it from you, so don't open that envelope. It's already written. When you receive it, it will be written that you should not open. You should carry it with you to the United States. So I was given my envelope. Even I never left, like go and open at home. No, I just sat there. Then I opened everything. I saw my passport. This is the passport that was left with the embassy. So this is where they were stamping the visa. I opened, and the first thing, even the document, the file, the envelope aside, and I went straight ahead to open my stamp. And here it is. And the first thing was to read the name, and lucky enough, all my 3 names were available. And that's my visa. I don't know whether it's clear. That's my US visa. Yup, that's my US visa. That's how it came. So you guys, if you are worried about the spellings of the name, missing a name, please correct it on the DS260. Personally, on the application stage, I missed my middle name. I had a different passport. I used this one in the application, but at the interview, this was the required passport at the interview or by the embassy, but I had this passport. So eventually afterward, I was just using this one, but before I attended the interview, I changed to this one. This is what they stamped. This is where they stamped the visa. The other one, you know, after you renew your passport, it gets stamped. This one, this shows is not valid. It's not valid. So you get the new one, and the new one, as you can see, that was my US visa. It's there, and you see, guys, again, the visa reads very well. The issue date, mine was issued on 11 March 2020. That is my issue date of my visa, 11 March 2020. And again, the expiry date is there. Expires on 25 August 2020. So you can count, that is from March to August. April, May, June, July, August. Actually 5 months. Okay, let's even call it 6 months. So that the visa is valid only up to 6 months, only valid for 6 months. If it get expired before I travel to the United States, then my chance could have gone. And you know, by March, the pandemic was already spread to the United States, and also it was had already entered in our country, that is Kenya, and there was issues of the traveling and all that. But guys, that will be on our part 6. You know, you guys complained that I should be making some small videos. So a video on how I traveled through the pandemic, across the pandemic and all that, will be on our part 6. For the part 4, it was about the issue of the visa, how I confirmed that my visa was okay, and everything about the visa. So for those who are asking about having 2 passports or something, expired passport and all that, please proceed with which one or whichever passport you have. Even if it's going to expire soon, go ahead. But at the interview stage, make sure you have the new passport with you where you want your visa to be stepped up. There is no problem with that. So guys who are following my episodes, that's my episode on part 5. And part 6 will be out soon, and I will be explaining on how I traveled from my country, Kenya, to the United States through the pandemic. You know, all the flight cancellations, all the delays, I'll explain to you guys in the next part. So for those who wanna, you wanna know the other parts, part 1 and 2. Part 2, the link is here. Part 1, I already provided the link. And again, part 3 every video at the end I just attach the next part. So part 4 again, you can check it here. And now part 5 is this one. Then next, at the end of this video, I'll attach the part 6. So guys, thank you for watching and keep subscribing, and see you in our next video. I'll be talking about how I traveled from Kenya amid the COVID-19 and all that, you know, mask and all that confusion and flight cancellation and everything like that. So thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.